Alright guys, what's going on? It's your boy MurderInc here, back talking about some Raid Shadow Legends, specifically Urogrim, the new Void Epic, and boy, do I have something to tell you guys. There's been a lot of talk, whether it's from players. Players are kind of 50-50 on it. If they have him, they think he's amazing. If they don't, they think he's too strong. They think he's taking away from the champion he's been so closely compared to being Battle Kazar. However, this guy's an epic, this guy's void, so they're saying a better battle. What's the point of having epics that are better than legendaries? Some tuning needs to be done. There's also some talk outside of the public eye about this champion also being too strong, and I do not agree with this at all. I'm a huge fan of not nerfing things. If things prove to be too strong, you have to consider that there will always be a strong side and a weak side for every single game when looking at the balance between champions. Now with that being said, the answer is not to just go around and nerfing everything saying this guy is too strong, nerf him. What you should do is you should be looking at the older champions into the game, bumping their power level up to closer match champions like Urogrim. So with that being said, I do know Plarium's going to be watching my videos. They let me know all the time what they think about my content. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this new champion here and why I think he should not be touched. Alright guys, so just in case you've been living under a tight rock here, this is Urogrim, Urogrim Tribe's epic support champion. We have an A1, does poisons, triple hit. Honestly, not that impressed, it's not that strong. A2 here removes all debuffs from an ally, then heals them by 40% of their max HP. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Moving on to the A3, places 5% poison debuffs on all enemies for 2 turns. Also places continuous heal on all allies by 2 turns as well, so you can kind of see the synergy between Battle and this guy. However, on top of things, he does also have a speed aura. So this is how I geared him. I gave him the best of the best gear so I can show Plarium and kind of you guys a little bit, but mostly Plarium who's going to watch this video, that this champion ain't that special. He's not that hot, and I'm going to get into that very shortly. So as we can see here, just under 50,000 health, 4,000 attack, 2.7 defense, because you always know you're going to have a defense up, bringing him very close to that 4,000 defense mark, possibly also a defense aura if you're not going to use his speed aura. 203 speed, crit capped of course, 230 crit damage, and 230 accuracy. This would work everywhere besides Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, where his accuracy should be a little bit higher. Alright guys, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take this guy through some content. First thing you'll notice right away is he has visually on paper insane synergy with the clan boss. However, I'm going to show you right now, and Plarium, make sure you're paying attention to this. This guy isn't really that special for clan boss. Some were saying he's going to be the best poisoner in the game. He's got this thing that removes debuffs on a 3-turn cooldown, cleansing the stun, yada yada yada. Not a big deal. Let me show you why. Okay, so heading straight to the clan boss, going to Ultra Nightmare. Let's see what this guy can do in a proper setting here. Alright, let's go. So here we are starting out at 1 speed. We will ramp this up just a little bit. Lots of poisons. Sweet for sure. Poisons are stacking. Poisons are ramping. He got stunned. Oh no, can't cleanse himself. Too bad, my dude. The damage, not even that impressive. 1,000,000 damage at turn 5. Are you kidding? This is the champion you want to nerf? Honestly, think about it for like 2 seconds. This is really the champion you guys want to nerf. Okay, another stun here, nothing he can do about it. Can't even fill up the debuff bar on his own. My opinion, sad excuse of a champion. Definitely don't touch him. So now his health's getting pretty low. Once again, laughable amount of damage. It looks like the next hit might be his last one, unless he continues healing. Okay, the stun's right there. Bam. Case in point, this champion is absolutely terrible for Ultra Nightmare. No one's going anywhere with 3.12 million damage per key. I promise you. With that being said, let's go and see what he offers in the other areas of the game. People are claiming he's OP. Arena, not really so much. Not going to worry about Arena too much. However, there's been a lot of talk about dungeons, soloing dungeons. And you know what? I don't believe anything until I see it for myself. So let's go ahead, toss this lad in here. Let's see just how OP this champion is. Put this on auto, 2 times speed, mass poisons, not bad. Oh, what do you know? 1 shot on the first wave. Honestly, don't touch this champion. The people saying he's OP are out of their minds. Moving on to dragons. I think someone said he can solo dragon because Bad L can. Terrible comparison in my opinion, but whatever. Let's go. Let's see how we do against dragon here. Okay, AoE poison, decrease the turn meter, not bad, not bad. And once again, 1 shot right off the bat, 6 seconds in, didn't even dent the first wave. So honestly, I don't see what you guys are talking about with all of this chatter, like I said, publicly and non-publicly, meaning not the average player, saying this guy's too strong. I just simply don't see it. If this is anything that I want you to take away from here, specifically you, Plarium, don't touch this champion. I think it's going to be fine. He's a nice quality of life addition to the game. Now, if you want to look at something like, is he a Skinwalker? Hello? Urogrim. I think he will be a solid addition to Urogrim. Faction Wars, Urogrim has struggled a bit, so if you want to call him OP, let's call him OP for Faction Wars. Is he going to solo it? Absolutely not. No one's soloing any type of Faction Wars, but this guy's definitely going to be a solid addition here. Base stats, pretty solid overall, nothing crazy. He doesn't have 110 base speed, his health 19,000, okay. Defense respectable for any type of support epic we do have working with here, 1.1 thousand. Crit damage isn't even the high threshold. He could have had 63% base crit damage, it's 50, resistance is 30, who cares about that. Accuracy 15, could be higher, would make my life easier, making it more viable for Ultra Nightmare. So tons of things wrong with this champion. Don't nerf him, Plarium. He's not even that good. He's being overhyped by the community. They don't know what they're talking about. So once again, Plarium, please take a moment. Think about what's going on here. When you choose to nerf a champion, it's not something you can reverse. So if you're going to do that, make sure you think long and hard about the decision you're about to make. Because this champion, definitely pretty good. Not going to argue with you there. However, overpowered? I mean, have you seen some of the champions you've put into this game? Warlord, what the hell is the deal with Warlord? Honestly, what were you thinking with Warlord? On top of that, Trunda. Hello, Trunda? Think about it for 2 seconds. Trunda. Left her alone. She's still bugged on her A2. Working as intended. This is fine. Now we have Kymar here. Everyone knows about Kymar. Awesome speed aura. Strip buffs. AoE sleep. 100% chance, assuming you're not resisted. Resetting everybody's cooldown back to 1. Are you insane? Then we have Dracomorph here. AoE, defense down, weaken. 100% chance of poison on the A3. Absolutely stupid A1 damage, assuming the debuff bar on the target you're hitting is full. And you guys are talking about Urogrim? This guy? Come on now. Let's be a little bit realistic when talking about things like this. Alright guys, so these are my final thoughts on Urogrim. If he does in fact survive, back when Plarium gets in their office on Monday, sees this video, hopefully this gives them a fresh take on it, seeing that he's kind of a washed up, not even that good, mediocre champion at best, can confirm from my thorough testing here. I'm going to do a real champion spotlight on him, show you his alleged potential that he can provide you in all different aspects of the game. Since we do have a 2x event and a lot of people are pulling him, I think it's very important to, whether you're doing it for clickbait or whatever your purpose is, maybe you have bad L and you're feeling bad now that this Void Epic came out of nowhere, be very careful in a time like this specifically, where feedback is being taken into consideration more than any other time in this game's history, because of all the downvotes and people unhappy with all the clan stuff that we can all agree on. So please be very careful when talking about nerfs. And if you think people aren't watching, talking to my fellow CCs, moderators, please be careful when you're saying these things. They are reading the chats. They will start considering things like this. They don't normally, I will agree with that. They actually rarely ever consider feedback. But like I said, we are in very interesting times, and we've seen before champions get nerfed for, in my opinion, absolutely no reason at all. It just shouldn't have happened. They should have, once again, balanced champions and raised the old champions level a little bit higher to be able to compete with the new level of, I guess, acceptable good in this game. The spectrum of good champions and bad champions is a bit too large in my opinion, and the answer to that is not just reducing the top end, it is actually raising the bottom end. Maybe you can reduce the top end a little bit, but it's a very hard thing to do. People are not going to be happy if you do this, so please, Plarium, take my words of advice here. After showing you this champion, do not touch your Urogrim. Alright guys, that's going to conclude my video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was fun. Like I said, after clan versus clan where I can build this on my main account, I'm going to be doing a full spotlight on the champion, showing you all his strengths, his weaknesses, what you can do with him, what you probably shouldn't do with him because of how intense the gear requirements are. And as always, if you guys enjoy this content, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my next upload, and I will see you all in the next video.